Hey, what's up? Matthew Bellman, Ryan Kostrowski here. This is the DFS 5-pack. This is our second channel as we work through the YouTube ban on the main channel and spending the last 24 hours or 26 hours deleting all sorts of old videos, trying to figure out what the problem is. For me, for any of you guys who have been watching since the beginning, like looking back at those old videos of me in my office with like 45 views, like it's almost embarrassing to see some of those now and the complete inability to talk on camera off script and stuff like that.
Now you got me real interested in going to check out some of those old videos.
Well, you can't because I deleted them all. All right, guys. So speaking of the devil, gave it a whirl, the 22 last night on overlay, came up a day late and a dollar short. Man, do I want that $13,000 jackpot, though. Get in where you're fitting, as our boy Too Short would say. That is a huge monster jackpot. Whoever goes 12-0 eventually and wins that, I'm going to be insanely jealous. The nice part is, though, guys, there is the backup plan of just finishing in the top 10%. Usually 8-4, sometimes 9-3 will get you into that money. That's a $180 payout off of $22. You can play the $2.50 one. We got the 5 picks that Matt's like. Go 0-12, they give you $500. I mean, there's so many ways for overlay to pay you, but you got to play to get paid.
The jackpot's like over 2.5 times what it starts out as. I know there was an 11-1 last night, so there's a couple of people have been close. So,
oh God, that would hurt so bad to go 11-1 and to just miss that big jackpot. I know we had that day on the football where I think you went 11-1, right?
Yeah, I did. I think we both did, didn't we?
I think I went 11. You went 11-1. I went 10-2. But like looked like you were about to be 12-0 almost. But then one of them didn't work out. I forget how it went.
Al versus Landry.
Yeah, it was super, super close. Either way, guys, the sweat is real getting in there.
The guy last night, and I just have to shout out Adam H. Freeman here. Man, he goes 11-1 and misses his top one, Vucevic over Bam.
I know. That's crazy, too, because Bamba played so well and ate into Vuce.
Yeah, I mean, that's just – I feel for you, Adam H. Freeman.
Oh, God, so do I, man. If you happen to be listening to this, that sucks. Now, I'm still glad the jackpot's there so we can give it a whirl, but that really sucks, man.
No doubt.
All right, guys. So subscribe to this new station. Please, anything you can do to help spread the word that we're around, retweet, like the video, make a comment, anything like that is sincerely appreciated. This is how we get things done over here. 5-pack deal today, same as yesterday, guys. Sign up for a monthly membership today. Get half of this month reimbursed. So get the next month of NBA at half price. Then you'll start all over again fresh next month with 2 sports because baseball is only a month out.
Mm-hmm.
All right, guys. So let's start with some of the plays for today. It's definitely a slate with a lot of good chalk plays on it. Chalk doesn't always work. See Jacob Poeltl from last night at 150% ownership. Tonight you wanted to talk about Al Horford, and I feel like you're stealing my cash game thunder here, Bowman.
Yeah, how do you not look at Horford here with no Embiid, no Simmons, playing the Knicks? All your points right here. Haven't used the Occam's razor in a while, but I'll go back to the KISS method. Oh, well, you have that also. It's funny. I'm not even reading this, and I'm reading all your bullet points, so we must be on the same page today.
Well, it's super obvious, right?
I mean, all these points are just super obvious. I literally hadn't gone over this before with you, wasn't even reading them, and said all the bullet points because it just makes sense.
This is a tough one to get away from, and occasionally tough ones to get away from can be wrong. See Jacob Poeltl last night, but as you as I discussed, I stopped paying attention when the game started. And you said there was no natural pivot. But if, like, you had known Poeltl wasn't going to start, it would have been a lot easier to get away from that, right?
Yeah, no. Well, also, yeah, knowing Poeltl wasn't going to start. And then, like, Biyombo became in play. It was one of those nights where just, yeah, I mean, the news kept coming. And we didn't find out the Poeltl news till like 5 minutes before the game started.
Oh, my God, do I owe Biyombo starting? Because I probably would have tried to play Joel Embiid, who got hurt in the first quarter, if it wasn't for having to play Bismack and Poeltl at the center and utility position. So that was a saving grace in a weird other way because clearly Embiid wasn't very good in the 7 minutes he played.
No doubt about that.
So Horford's just too obvious today. There's 8 spots in the DraftKings NBA lineup. Be different in the other 7. There's a couple of really good chalk plays that we'll get into today. If you want to be different, there are ways to do it. In NBA, this is not like baseball where you roll with a contrarian stack. 1 to 2 opposite type of plays at lower ownership that sometimes will just come organically anyways is all you need to get to the mountaintop. This is a great spot for Horford tonight at only 5,200. No Embiid, no Simmons means he's an excellent passer out of the post. He can run the screen and roll. Just get Horford in your lineup and be different elsewhere.
Yeah, exactly. Only 5-2, lock him in and move on.
Speaking of chalk, that it's hard to fade some of the chalk today. Like, how do you not take a look at Anthony Davis? There's no LeBron James. He's playing a terrible Warriors team. The game's in Golden State, so maybe there's even a better opportunity for this game to be semi-competitive. The Warriors stink. I think I've said that. He's playing well. He's just over 10K. You're going to have so much money to pay up here. There is no Giannis. There's no Kawhi. There's no Harden. This is another one. Like, even if Anthony Davis only scores like 45 points today and lets down, that's still going to be the best dollar-for-dollar plays on the slate. And with so much cheap value out there, it's really difficult not to lock in Anthony Davis, in my opinion.
Yeah, I'm not even going to be surprised if Davis doesn't play here. What about you?
Well, I mean, he's listed as probable, so I'll take him at their word for the day.
Yeah, I guess it's one of those things. I'll never be surprised if Davis doesn't play. This seems like a cakewalk game for them. But yeah, assuming he's in, it's really hard not to lock him in here. Again, you talked about all those points. I don't know how close this game is going to be, but they're going to have to, score somehow. And Davis is just going to crush however long he does play. It makes too much sense.
I mean, you think about it, and we talk about this like in terms of like Bradley Beal and a couple other guys who are so distant the best player on their team. Tonight in this game, Anthony Davis is a man amongst boys on both teams. He is so clearly the best player in this game. It's not even close.
Agreed.
So, all right, let's move on down the list. Another chalk talk guy that you wanted to bring up. Feels like you're stealing my thunder again, once again. Rajon Rondo of the same Los Angeles Lakers. We've seen this from Rondo in the past. Without LeBron James in there, he runs the point and he just puts up monster DFS points.
Yeah. Again, sometimes you got to play the obvious guys and then be different elsewhere. I thought it was the time to switch it up today. You have to play Rondo here, even more than Horford. You have to lock in Rondo. No LeBron. There's a bunch of guys on the Lakers. I like Caruso. We'll talk about more on the members only video, but Rondo could walk into 10X here. No one would be surprised in the least.
I mean, he's projected for 10X, so why? Yeah, nobody'd be surprised right here. This is another one. If it comes out that he's not starting, I could see trying to get cute and pivoting off of him, but it's a late game, so it's going to be tough to find those types of pivots, even though clearly there's a lot of cheap guys on the Lakers and stuff like that tonight. But I think you just walk in today assuming Rajon Rondo's going to run the show today. And without LeBron James out there, he gets the ball in his hand a ton. And this is a guy that puts up DFS points almost every time he has the ability to have the ball in his hand.
So for me, this is much more of a lock than even like Podol was yesterday, even starting. And someone asked me yesterday, Taylor, a guy I talked DFS with a lot before it was announced, well before it was announced that Podol wasn't starting, before lock even, why I like DSJ the night before so much more than I liked Podol, the next day. Well, the big reason last night was because there were so many centers in play, right? So it had nothing to do with Podol. It was just the fact that there were other centers in play. But really, and this speaks more to Rondo than DSJ, like I like the guy with the ball in their hands, especially a center who can put up DFS points but doesn't touch the ball a lot. Now, they're both really good. So it's almost like what you say. Do you want Chipotle or do you want pizza? I just prefer the point guard.
Well, the other thing with Pirtle is his coach is Greg Popovich, who is known to absolutely provide the whole DFS community with a lot of shenanigans. He did it again last night. Even though you could eat Pirtle last night because everybody had him, was anybody out there really that surprised you got Popovich? We've all been Popovich a million times, right?
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, that played a big part in it as well. Good point.
That's why DeRozan to me was the lock of locks yesterday as well, is because he's like the one guy on the Spurs Popovich isn't going to run away from.
For sure.
All right, next up, speaking of guys I like tonight, let's take a look at Sabonis of the Indiana Pacers. Still a little flabbergasted. He was able to run at 4% the other night. This is another situation, kind of like Anthony Davis, where you're going to have money, so pay for the high floor. Like Sabonis almost never has bad games. Is he going to hit major upside tonight? I can't guarantee that, but there's no Embiid, there's no Simmons, there's no Lillard, there's no Bron. There is so much extra money to spend on guys tonight. The Blazers are the third worst against the power forward position in the association. No Jeremy Lamb, potentially no Victor Oladipo. He's still listed as question. It's a good spot for Indy against a Blazers team that gives up a ton of DFS points. Even if you don't love Sabonis tonight, I can understand why that is. The thing is, you have so much money with all the value in play with all these studs out that for me, I'll just take the high floor and move on.
I'm always a Sabonis fan. Nothing different tonight. I feel like we're the presidents of the Sabonis fan club. We just love his game. He's just really good. I love his game.
Yeah, and this is another one where even if you don't love Sabonis tonight, you're going to have the money. So where else are you going to spend it, right? Against a Portland team that's been getting crushed by power forwards all season long. I don't know. Just he walks into high floor points, but he still has upside even at this price. I like him even better if Victor Oladipo's out.
No doubt.
All right, guys, that's what we got for today. Please don't forget to subscribe to the new network. I don't know when we'll be back up on the other one, but we'll keep you posted on that. Please help spread the word if you can. Half price, half rebate on monthly memberships today. If you got any questions, get a hold of us.
Thanks, guys.